My dear fellow listeners and viewers, today I want to share with you three biggest mistakes that are made by immigrants migrating to Canada and in North America in general. The first one is not creating themselves a good credit history. So what that means is when they come to places like Canada and the United States and so on, they're not having any sort of bills in their name. They're not having credit cards in their name and all of that. When you have items in your name like a credit card, a light bill, gas bill and whatnot, you want to make sure you have them. That's one thing, but you want to make sure that you are paying those bill on time. So you're building on your credit there. So don't depend on aunties and uncles and all of that to do it for you. You want to make sure you take some independence and have a few stuff in your name. And so that way you're building on your credit history. That's number one. The second biggest mistake immigrants make when they come to places like Canada and the United States, as I mentioned, they actually use credit card in a very reckless way. What I mean by this is that because credit card is so easy, to be approved here in Canada, because they're making billions of dollars, off of it in terms of interest rate and so on. Easily, a company, these credit card company, will issue, credit cards and things of that kind. And so what people are doing, they're using these credit cards, they're buying this, they're buying that, they're buying all kinds of things that they cannot afford, and then they run into a lot of mess. And it's a huge problem because they end up paying just minimum payment, and then they're paying bills for the rest of their lives. It happens a lot of people in that crucial situation. So that's one of the biggest mistakes immigrants are making coming to Canada, because they're not understanding how things work. The third thing is not looking at the fine prints. A lot of people migrate to places like Canada and so on. They don't have the Canadian experience. They don't have that willingness to ask questions for verification and so on, because a lot of people have pride. They don't want to ask, and so they're doing things and they're not looking at the fine prints, and then they're getting themselves stuck with lots of problems after the fact. For example, a lot of people end up buying houses and so on, not understanding all the pieces that comes with it, and they end up getting stuck. A lot of people file for bankruptcy and all of that. So those are three things I would like to share with you. Those are three top mistakes, by the way, or three of the many mistakes immigrants make when they come to places like Canada here, because things are done differently here in Canada and in North America in general compared to wherever people are coming from. So if they're coming from Guyana, things are done differently there. They're coming from India, things are done differently here, and all of that. So your best bet will be to try to connect with somebody who can kind of help you along, and try to listen and get some advice, because at the end of it all, the only person who will benefit from it is you. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. My name is Narayan. That's the crown. Wish you a great today and even better tomorrow. I'll talk to you soon.